Hey there, fellow Factorians. Onerous here, and we're back with another episode of Rampant Ribbon World. Yes. Lots going on. We've really got this area set up quite nicely. We've got making all the things that we need. Mainly ammo. Oh, yes. Ammo and look at that. Gun turrets. Good stuff. Lots of things we're going to need for defenses, which has been pointed out by Power many times. Defenses are very much lacking, especially for Rampant mod, and mainly because Ribbon World is easing the squeeze a little bit on us. Now, one thing I want to do, and I was thinking about it off camera, is pop down something here, just making some walls, because we're not making walls at the moment in any kind of automated way, and I think we want to start putting down some walls a little bit more aggressively, if you will. There we go. Okay, let's pop down some boxes of walls here, and yeah, that looks like that's going pretty well. Okay, so we'll limit this to say 500 stacks, so we have 1,000 walls. And that should be enough to put down sort of a double wall over here. The other thing I want to do is get some more iron, but we're going to need to expand for that. So to-do list, military science. That's right. Okay. So this is going to stay as our ammo production, but we need to do the exact same thing for military science. And if we have a look at military science. Before I'm doing that, what I want to do here is let's make this here a little bit of a barrier. So this is going to be the first. Now let me get rid of that. Gotta set on my quick bars again. There we go. This is going to be the first of our sort of lines of defense. It's not really a line of defense, but I just want to have it with a little bit of ammo, and just somewhere that if we start actually getting attacked, we can run back here. There we go, 20. That seems all right. All right. Beautiful. Now we'll put some. Well, we've got those ones there. So let's go here. And here, and again, I'm just popping down 2 and keeping it so that we have coverage across all of them. 25, 28. That's probably doesn't need that many. There we go. Until we actually see enemies coming in, we won't need that many. So we'll do that, and then we'll continue the bus out, and we'll start doing some military science on the next extension. So here, so military science. We need a few things. We need grenades, which we haven't been making yet, and we don't actually have coal on the bus for grenades, so we'll have to get that. We need walls, which we have our stone coming in now, and we need piercing ammo. So if we want to make one of these a second, we need half a piercing round a second, half a grenade a second, and one wall a second. Seems pretty easy, doesn't it? Now, walls, of course, are just stone brick. Super easy. It makes 2 a second as well. So all we need to do for that is just say wall, and we're actually done. A little bit ridiculous, isn't it? Not exactly the... our walls did not get extended. There we go. Not exactly a complex setup at all. So let's put you there like that. All right, you'll jump across. You'll actually jump across if we're doing sort of a proper belt arrangement. There we go. Okay, and then you go there, and that's all we need for walls. And one of you doing that should be fine. Let's bring power poles. We're not using those power poles anymore. Don't bring those ones over here. All right, I shouldn't have put that in the middle, but you know, there we are. All right, so that is walls. Next up, we need grenades, and we need, what did I say? One of these every half a second. So we just have 2. The actual easy way to do this is to kind of do that, and then we can have that feeding both. No worries. So we need iron, and we basically need this again. Yeah. When I say basically, we do. We just need that again. Let's do it. Let's do it kind of. Actually, we need that where that power pole is. All right. So that's going to be our iron. Just half a belt of iron. Yeah, you can go there, and then here we will do our copper. Actually, yes, we will. Look at that, perfect. It works. It doesn't work. Well, that's all right. We don't need half a belt. We'll send a full belt up, and it'll be happy. So you're going to continue up to there. You're only go up to there. We'll pop these guys here, and then you there and you there. Let's get a long handled in for you. Maybe 2, maybe 3. I don't know. We shouldn't need that many, should we? Yep, we kind of do. All right. And then you guys, just a regular inserter. No, we're probably, if we want to have 1 a second, we'll need that. All right. So our walls coming in, we'll send them down. So these guys are going to come down and then drop onto the inside of this belt. There we go. And our walls will go out. 1 a second is all we need. No, we need 2 a second of them. So we'll have to go for a fast inserter. And then these guys can do that. There we go. All right. So there is part of the stuff we need. Now, like I said, we also need coal. We don't actually have coal anywhere on the bus at this point, which is a little bit annoying. Now, I'm wondering, I mean, I want to keep that for circuit, so I guess coal has to come in on this line. Yeah, that's the thing. Okay. So we can probably, we're not going to use that much coal on the bus. We'll do this. I'm going to output priority to the right to make sure that it actually goes over yonder first. But we will also just max out this coal patch like so. I mean, that's still 1,000. That's 2k. How many is that? That's 26. So it's not quite a full belt. Then bring you up to there. There we go. Okay. We're kind of even. I say we need 4 more. They're big numbers, aren't they? 2, 6. All right, where's 2? 1, 2, 3, 4. The last one doesn't have much, does it? 800, 3k. What if I take them down 1? All right, was it 1k? And then the last one has 1k. Yeah, that's okay. All right. So they're on the inside, and we'll do something like that. There we go. That'll even it out. Bring it into here. There we go. So that should now be 30 miners, a full belt. It is beautiful. All right. So we have a full belt of copper. We're not using a full belt of copper, of course. So there's always that. Now let's run this as far as we can, so we can get going with our grenades. And we'll probably make a stack of grenades too, just so that we can clear some trees. All right, I'm trying to think what else uses coal, and off the top of my head, I think plastic. We'll use some for plastic. That's a thing. And other than that, we're probably all right. So we need coal and iron. You know what? We have iron there. Why don't we just bring coal up on the outside of that, and bring it up on the outside of that, and then we'll marry the two. There we go. We'll marry these up. And we'll have half a belt of each. There we go. Beautiful. We'll even kind of do that just to keep this going. So we wanted 1 grenade every 2 seconds. We would need 4. 4 of these, which is not a problem. And I might do some more. Maybe we'll do 6, just so we have some extra grenades. Well, no, we don't need to do that because we'll be. We don't need to do that because we don't use military science all the time, so they'll naturally just back up anyway. But I do want to make sure they get used for military first. All right. So how do we do this? Maybe we should have this running back up north, and then we come down. Okay. How many military science packs do we need for 1 a second? These take 10 seconds. We just need 5. All right. What I'm thinking, if these are running up and then back down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's not too bad, is it? We can do this with the grenades, and then this is going to look a little bit wonky, but I'm going to do that with these. All right. That works. That works. So that's military science. We'll get that going. We can put one there, and there. That's nice. All right, we've got everything we need now. Everything we need, and plus a little bit extra, just for these. All right, and we'll pop. You know what? We've got big poles now. We can put stuff in the middle. So we'll do that. We'll do that, and we'll do that. And then these guys here go on the outsides. And now this science has to come out and get all the way back. Now, this is something I always do. I always set up this science near the blue and red. And all that happens is you end up feeding back all the other sciences all this way, and all these other sciences end up backing up. But your green and red are the stuff that makes really quick. It's really easy. So I'm actually going to change this. We are going to run this science all the way back here. And I may live to regret this, but I'm just going to try this. We're going to have this science backing up, and then it's going to come all the way over here. And then we're going to have the other sciences join it at that point. And this way we'll theoretically maybe, we might have less science issues over here. So let's grab some of these. And it was also pointed out to me by Power that we are backing up in science. So we're actually we could put in small labs and make our research go a little bit quicker, which I think is not a bad idea as well. So to do that, we would obviously need to make a few more labs. So let's make another 4. Yeah, all right. So here we are. If we want to have, we could do kind of that setup. If we do that setup, just thinking like, is there actually an advantage to that over a long-handled and a non-long-handled? I don't think there is. All right, so we're doing that, and we're doing that, and then that, and that, and that. I think we had 4 because that was kind of what we could fit in. Yeah, there we go. All right. So we would pop that there, and there. And then we'll not copy that just yet because we want to have these here. So if we copy all of that, no, that makes the power poles look really ugly. All right, which I know it's not important, but it is important to me. Okay, so I don't know if we have enough science now to actually support all this, but it's more than we had. All right. And now, why would you give me that? Why would you give me such a terrible diagonal when I clearly don't want that? Looks like we just live with it and cry a little bit on the inside. Do I need this pole? I do, yeah. All right, there we go. That is the worst looking thing I've ever seen. All right, but we're doing it. It's done. Consider it done. All right, some reds, and then some of these. Oh, really, man, that just hurts the eyes, doesn't it? Look at that. Why do you do this to me? Cross. Why was it? If I click here, why is it not stopping where it connects? I'm not sure what I did there. Anyway, there it is. We're up and running. We're up and running with science. We've got get rid of all our science packs. Get rid of all our ammo. Get rid of this ammo into you and you. We can. All right, we've got a bunch of other stuff I want to get rid of at some point, but now we have all this running. Our iron is picking back up because we've pretty much made everything we need to make here. So our iron's not so much of an issue now. Copper is a huge issue because we only have kind of half a belt. And yeah, that's a problem, isn't it? All right. So we now have a lot of walls. Thank you, stone. We have a lot of walls, not a lot of copper. We need to get some more miners on that copper immediately. Looks like we have already lost a few. Alright, let's see if we can't get a full belt out of this. Alright, what do we got? What do we got here? We have 26. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 additional on the top side. So if we actually put these 4 down here, these 4 down here will actually perfectly offset it. And there, and we'll just replace that one. This will perfectly offset it. If I had belts, oh gosh, got to check these things. Is there any belts up here? There's a few belts. We might as well use them. Grab some more walls. 300 belts. Why don't we just grab these while we're here too? We've got a lot of green circuits on us. We're not actually doing as much handcrafting now, which is interesting. But yes, let's get this going. Are we out of power? We are out of power. It's like, man, this is not looking like it's actually a full belt, but that's because we're out of power. It's okay. It's okay. We can fix that. Let's do a couple more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. And another one of them. And what else do we need? A couple more of them. All right. And that should. This coal's not backing up like it really should. So I think we need to address that as well. Probably because the power is actually low. No, you are not ready. Not ready. There we go. There and there. All right. So yes, as our coal dies off, let's just be safe. Let's just be safe. We'll pop an additional 2 going that way. And yeah, so we don't have a full belt going out here, but yeah, we're not using a full belt, so it's okay. It's okay. Anyway, now we have research done. Let's see what our next bit of research will be. Go logistics 2. Bullet damage 2 is 200. That is 200 as well. That takes 60 seconds per thing though. What does an oil burner do? We did research oil. We have to get to oil too. Yeah. We got pump jacks being made. That's right. Sulfur processing will allow us to get to blue science, which is kind of our next main goal. Large storage tank. What do you do for us? 600k. Oh my goodness. I guess that would be good for storing fuel for flamethrowers. Is maybe why it's part of Rampant Arsenal. All right. Lab research. I mean, we don't really care about mini loaders or shotgun turrets. I guess bullet speed 2 is probably a good upgrade. We should get these little ones. I mean, this is actually required for further progression. towards the rocket. So we do need this. We don't actually have anywhere where we can put enough miners to get a red belt of ore, so it's not crucial. Gates, yeah, let's get gates. Why not? We'll go full on our defense, and then we might as well progress through these other in order. I mean, why not? Why not? But while we're over here, let's do two things. Let's put down some walls, as well as converting these over to AP ammo. All right, so let's take that out and let's put some of that in. Take out a couple of halves, and then we'll do that around the outside, and I want to leave enough room for another one at the back. So we'll have possible sort of 4. All right, let's copy that so we can just trace over. Copy that and just trace over. There we go. Did I actually get all those in? No, I did not. That would have been really bad. Okay. Got to make sure we actually put those walls in now that we have ghosts. I think there's mods. There's mods that actually change your ghost to look a little ghostier. Because sometimes they don't look so ghosty. It's hard to tell whether you've actually put it in or not. Alright, so when we have to chop down some trees. Not that tree, that tree. There we go. Alright, and then don't get caught on the inside of your wall when you're walling something in completely. Never happened. Never happened to me before. Be a silly thing to do, wouldn't it? I guess that tree is going to... Whoops. That tree is going to have to go if we want to put down another turret at some point. Alright. So this, I mean, we could have just put a huge wall down the end, but I don't know. We'll see what happens here. There we go, and lots of trees on this one. It's alright. Once we get flamethrowers, all these trees will be a thing of the past. And grenades, flamethrowers and grenades, great for clearing out trees. All right, let's put some AP ammo in here. And likewise, last one. All right, get rid of that tree. We will eventually want to double wall some of these things, but for now, hopefully we shouldn't be facing 2 evolved biters, because we haven't actually done any sort of clearing or anything. So this is looking a little better. Should at least buy us enough time to run over here. Should we come across something dangerous? We've got a heap of walls. Maybe I should double wall. It's okay. It's okay. I should probably put some walls on our other turrets down the other end. Is probably a more important thing. But the other thing we wanted to do was we built this now. We actually have a full belt of copper coming in. Oh gosh, look at that. That's terrible, wasn't it? A full belt of copper coming in. We might as well use it. And get you coming in. There we go. All right, now the old switcheroo. Yep, missed one. Never get it right. Flip it around, and then we just need to power it up. Oh, we actually need more inserters. All right, let's go for a run. Let's go grab some inserters and come back. So yeah, all the copper we're using is basically it's basically going to ammo production, isn't it? Crazy. All right, let's grab all of those. That's 200. That is too many. Let's put back. Actually, yeah, we'll go with that. That seems all right. All right, I should load up while I'm here. Like I should load up with other stuff as well. But you know, time is of the essence. Now that we have these, we actually only need less power poles. So I could put upgrade these power poles, and then we'll just put some power poles here. I don't even need this many. This is still overkill. But we're doing it. All right, let's finish off this. Oh, look at that, 10K electronic circuits. Mass production number 1. We're a little bit a ways from mass production 3, but you know, we'll work our way there. So now we have a full array of copper, which is beautiful. What's going on here? What's going on here, guys? That's a problem, isn't it? Silly little problem. All right. Okay, so what's our next thing? We've got military science. I mean, kind of ideally we're pushing to blue science, but I think we're pushing a little bit too early to blue science. And what we should be doing, what I should be doing is getting rid of some of these items, shouldn't I? You can have all of these. Yeah, you can. All right. We'll grab a few more of them. Okay, all this other stuff. Burner miners. Let's pop them in here. Our useless chest of things that we no longer need. We've got some grenades. All right. All of this other stuff is useful stuff. Well, what is this? This is our stone. And yes, our walls. I may have gone a little bit hard on the walls. Let's fill this guy back up. And let's fill this guy back up. And yeah, we've got a couple hundred walls, and now some stone will get through. And that'll keep our military science going, which we're not even using yet. But I would like to extend this path. Now, of course, we definitely want to have our labs defended. That would be foolish of me, very foolish of me, not to have this quite heavily defended. And you know what? I'm going to go a little bit overboard. And we're going to go for a double here of this, doing this and that. There we go. All right. And then we're going to wall it all the way around. Not there. Okay. All right. I'll get there eventually. This is why I like to have the copy and paste. So I've got something to follow. Because sometimes with these models, actually, it's hard to tell what is one gap away and what's not, because of the kind of isometric view that they have. Isometric is not the right word, but you know, the 2D, 3D sprites. Yeah, so there is some actual forward defenses down this side, and this is where we need some grenades, which I probably have 1 million of, because I realise now. No, we don't. Okay, good. Let's just have one stack. Just have one stack stacking up. That's all we need. All right, military science is starting to back up because we have no walls, because we had no stone coming in. Yeah, okay. There it is. Stone's coming in again now. It's good. All right, so one thing I'm thinking too is we had 4 lanes reserved for iron. And I don't think we're ever going to make 4 lanes for iron in this Ribbon World base. That to me now just seems pretty ridiculous. But here we are. It does mean I can probably use these other 2 lanes for something else and not feel too bad about it. But most importantly, we need to actually push out the other direction, I think. We need to push out the other direction, and we need to go for some... we need to make a move for some science. For some oil. Oil. That's got to be our next big thing. How are we doing for time? We are basically out of time. So, to-do list, add new, and it's going to be oil. So tomorrow we are going to be pushing out to the east. Even though our base is kind of naturally expanding out this way. You guys are actually the right spacing apart. So if I copy you and just kind of do this, that will be, whoops, that last one was not quite right. That there would be the right spacing. All right, so this will now have a pretty solid defense. I'm just going to do 2 though. Not really sure why. Why would I just put 2 here when I'm here and I've got a heap of turrets in my inventory? That's a very good question. Why don't I just put 4 down? probably because these guys may never see action is probably the reason why that is the reason why I wouldn't do that. So I think I'm going to pull them out. Just thinking off the top of my head. Yeah, these guys, because we're going to keep expanding this direction. For them to actually come to here, we would have to be fairly badly overrun. So there's that. All right, let's take these ones out. Take these ones out, and of course I've put all the ammo in all these other ones. There we go. All right. Rip some ammo out of you guys. Too much ammo. It's crazy. Too much ammo. There we go. Okay, these little pods of defenses. Nope. And yeah, if you're wondering why I'm putting them one of the walls one away from the turrets, so medium biters can actually attack. Medium and larger biters can attack things that are directly behind a wall. So if you put your turrets directly behind a wall, they will actually get damaged by medium and larger biters. I assume they can't walk around the edge of the map. You never know. All right. So there we go. So that's this side, somewhat safe while we are ready to go back down the other end and deal with the oil. So our oil, we've got these couple of tiny little things here that we're going to have to reach in, and we're going to want to extend power out here too, because we'll want to get some radar coverage to start expanding our view. It looks like I'm also going to have to start doing landfill, because we are going to start seeing water. Landfill, what are we doing with stone? What are we doing with stone? Are we kind of maxed out on stone? We are. We're kind of maxed out on our stone. Or was there's a little bit of stone up here, isn't there? Yeah, okay. We're going to put this area here, we're going to turn it into landfill. Might as well do it now. Why wait? Let's take these guys out. And then we're just going to put in a couple of these that are only getting stone, and we'll get you guys making landfill. This isn't like it's not the best kind of arrangement, but you know, it'll do. How am I going to power this? I don't know. Something like that. Something like that seems fine. And then up there, and I'm stuck here. So you're making landfill. So these will take a fair bit of time. They will. Because each of these needs 20. Yeah, 20 stone. Yeah, so it's a very slow burn. But we only need a little bit. So I'm just going to do 2 stacks in each of these. Yeah. That'll do. All right. This iron, I need to fix this up, because none of these are producing anymore, and neither is that one there. All right. So how many do we have? How many do we have left that are producing? It's 22, because this one's not producing either. We need 8 more. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we need 2 more evened out. So 2 more evened out. This will actually, even though it looks really odd, this will be even on the belt. Because, yeah, those ones even out that one, and then that's even. And these 2 are even. Yep, it works. All right. I mean, it's a little bit weird. We're like wasting sort of 1 belt there, because that didn't go straight across there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're wasting like 4 belts now. Ridiculous. But let's get this guy here mining as well. So there we go. We're back to a full belt of iron, and already we are running out of production. We're going to need another lot of these. This is ridiculous, isn't it? Another lot of these, and a couple of them, and another one of these. And look, I could just keep going. And I just realized the reason why it's actually happening is because we didn't put that bit of pipe down in the first place. So we don't actually need this expansion, but I'm putting it in anyway. because sooner or later we'll need it. But we do not need it now. I just totally forgot to put this bit of pipe in here. You know, my bad. These things happen. Let's get the next bit of pipe and just pop it there. There we go. All right. So now our power should be back to, we've got enough. We're up to 12 boilers. We can go another 8 in that water consumption. And you know what? Like, time is well over now. Factorio, it's one of those games you can just keep going. So we are going to end it there. Hopefully you're a little bit happier with our defenses now. I'm talking to everyone, but talking to you, Power. I know I need your approval. Yes, obviously we need more turrets in those groups, but I don't want to like overcommit to defenses at this point in the game. We've got a lot to do, and we've got to start expanding because it's a ribbon world. We can't stay in this one area for very long. We've got to just push out, find those tiny little resources, and eke out whatever we can from them. So do leave your comments down below. I love hearing from them. I do try and get to them all and reply where appropriate. So yeah, drop your thoughts down below. I'll get back to you. But most importantly, thanks to my patrons, and see you tomorrow.